Good morning to the viewer that has just joined us. This is basically a live chat with my subscribers. I'm out here this morning, beautiful fall morning in the front yard, just watching the horses and picking the leaves out of the Fiero engine guards. So hit me with any questions that you have. This is basically just to get to know my subscribers. This gives me an opportunity to answer their questions and for them to get to know me. So shoot me a question. Oh, well, hello there, Adam. You're a Texan. All right. Thanks for joining me this morning. I'm actually from Georgia, which is where I'm from. I appreciate you tuning in this morning. We got 5 people joining us now. My goodness. So for the viewers that have just joined us, this is basically, we have 7 people. So for the 7 viewers that have just joined us, this is basically a live chat for me to get to know the subscribers. And it's a nice cool morning here in the North Georgia mountains, and I'm literally out here picking the leaves out of the Fiero engine guards. And I thought, you know what, this would be a great chance for me to get to know the subscribers. So, shoot me a message, tell me who you are, tell me where you're from, what kind of car you have, if you enjoy the content. Well, thank you, Adam. I appreciate that, buddy. I really do. I try to make entertaining and educational content for my subscribers, regardless of what kind of car they have. I tell you what I'll do. I'll give you guys just a beautiful view of the valley here instead of staring at an engine guard. This is my front yard. So this is what I'm out doing this morning, just enjoying this beautiful morning. Well, thank you. I appreciate that, Adam. I really do. I'm a new, small YouTube channel, just getting started. I think I just hit 200 subscribers literally just a couple of days ago. So any support is appreciated for sure. But for the 4 folks we still have watching, tell me who you are, what kind of cars you have. Just interested in getting to know my subscribers, and I want to make content that everybody enjoys. Boy, this is just time consuming, taking these little things out here. It is a good morning for it though, but my patience is wearing pretty thin with these things. I guess that's what you get for living in the country. So it looks like we have 6 people with us. So yeah, leave a comment. Let me know who you are, if you enjoy the content, what your favorite video is, what kind of car you have. Hello, Adam. Just want to get to know my subscribers and make sure I can generate content they will enjoy. I'm going to be doing some driving videos here soon, different locations around the area. So probably the first one I will do will be a driving tour of Berry College. It's a beautiful campus. It's a 27,000 acre campus here close to where I live, and I think everybody would enjoy that. I tried doing it with music and I got copyrighted. They shut it down, so I can't do that. There's my neighbor leaving in his noisy truck. Please overlook that. But yeah, for the 5 people that's with us, say hi, drop a comment, let me know who you are, what you like, what you don't like, what kind of car you have. Just a good opportunity for me to get to know my subscribers. I'll just kind of keep that pointed out at the valley while I continue to pull these little pieces of leaves out of this engine guard. That's crazy this morning. 5 people with us. Thanks for joining us wherever you're from. I hope my internet is working. Lori, good morning, Lori. Good morning. Yes, I know what you have. We just worked on it a couple of days ago. I hope the battery's still doing good in that. Just trying something a little different this morning with this live. Like I said, it gives me a chance to get to know my subscribers and them to get to know me. And the shop's a little cluttered right now, and I don't have internet access out there, so I figured I would just talk to everybody with a beautiful view of the front yard. Glad to hear that, Lori. I'm glad it's doing fine. And for those of you who have just joined us, the 16 of you, I am literally sitting here out in my front yard picking the leaves out of the engine guard on the Fiero. Remember when I did a video on this a while back? So I thought, you know what, that's a good way to get to know my subscribers. But this is incredibly tedious, and my patience is kind of wearing thin for it. But it's got to get done. It's set out waiting till the alternator gets fixed. So for the 13 people watching, I will have a new video coming out either today or tomorrow. The NSX has arrived here in my town. It was out of town for some work to be done to it. And my detail guy, I spoke to him yesterday, And the NSX should be here today, so I'm going to do kind of a good walk around video on it for all the NSX fans on here. And then later on, I'll be doing a build sheet on all the work that's been done by Science of Speed. So just that's coming up. Just have to wait to hear back from him to go over to the shop to get where it's at. And I may do a live there. I don't know. It just depends on the reception and things like that. Glad it's doing good, Lori. I see your comment down there. Looks like we've got 6 people with us currently. Feel free to chime. Goodness, I guess it's the weather right here. Feel free to chime in. Tell me who you are. Tell me if you like the channel, if you enjoy the content. Always, like I said earlier, try to make good, entertaining content for my subscribers. I want y'all to enjoy the channel, enjoy the content. I don't do the normal, oh look, I just bought this new $1 million supercar. Nope, 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 nope. That's not the content I make. I want to make things that you enjoy watching, that's educational, like for the Fiero folks, the one I just made with the antenna. Everybody that I researched and everybody I talked to, even quote some experts, said, oh, it's a 10 millimeter. No, it's not. It's a 9 millimeter. And it took it off there just fine. So hopefully that was helpful to folks that were, my goodness, I'm going to try to do this without getting in the glare of the sun. There's some huge trees in my front yard, and they're full of birds. I don't know if y'all can hear them, but goodness, the birds are just chirping away this morning. What are y'all doing up there? Anyway, so again, I apologize for not doing this in the shop, but my shop does not have internet access, and the Wi-Fi just won't go out there. So I thought just a view of the front yard this morning would be good to say hello to everybody and answer any questions that you have. You know, whatever, if you have detailing questions, if you have like the Fiero. A lot of people ask me questions about the Fiero because of my videos, which I really enjoy. Enjoy answering those questions. I've made a little bit of progress this morning. I've got some of them out. Oh, this is tedious. Goodness gracious. So it looks like we have 2 people with us currently. It fluctuates. That's all part of doing a live. So if you're still with us, Lori, I know you're with us, and Adam, I'm assuming you are. Say hello. Tell me who you are, and tell me if you enjoy the content and what kind of car you have. Would be interested to getting to know all of my subscribers. All right, just a couple of more of these little leaves to get out here. Goodness, these are a pain. All right. The birds are going crazy this morning. They're just, wow. Oh, goodness. It looks like we have 2 people with us currently. If you're new, I'm just doing a live this morning just to get to know my subscribers, to get to know what kind of vehicles they have, if they like the content, what kind of content they would like to see. So if you have any content suggestions, throw it up there. And if it's a vehicle that I have in my collection, I'll be happy to do that. And if I don't have it, I'll try to find somebody that does and see if we can do the video you want. I have got several cars, but I know some people that's got a lot of cool cars. So feel free to throw me out some suggestions there. Let's see. I don't know where that, I don't know what just happened. Okay, well, I'm sorry I put you guys in the sun. The sun is coming up, so I'm just going to kind of focus you that way. Because sitting here watching me pick these leaves out, I'm sure is the epitome of boredom. Military vehicles. Yes, Lori, thank you. I will, I've got to get those operational. So the problem with the military vehicles right now, as you saw when you were over here last time, is every one of them requires some form of maintenance work to be done. And I do have a mechanic that's going to be coming over doing that, but I have to kind of schedule that because he actually comes here. He fixes all the stuff on site. So once I can fit into his schedule, I've got the part, well, I've got most of the parts. I've got to order some of them. And then once all the parts gets here, I get with him and he's going to come over and get all the military vehicles operational. And then I'm actually going to be doing in-depth videos on all of them. I did a walk around, I think you saw it on the Mutt here a couple of weeks ago, and that got a lot of views. Everybody really liked that. But I want to do that on literally all the vehicles to, you know, tell all the cool details about each and every one of them, particularly the famous Pinzgauer that's in the collection that's famous from the TV show. So yes, I promise I will be doing the videos on the military vehicles for sure. I've made some progress. Look at this. Wow. Oh, this takes forever. Gosh. I'll be glad when the Fiero gets fixed so I got to get a cover for it. So we have two people with us now. Lori, I'm assuming you're one of them. The other person that just popped up, let me know who you are and what kind of vehicles you have, and if you like the channel. Actually, it looks like it's just now you, Lori. You never know with a lot of people come and go, and that's all part of it, just to get to know everybody. Probably do this about another, I don't know, 10 minutes or so, and then wrap it up, because out here in the yard, signal is questionable. Now we have three people with us. So for the three folks with us, I'm just doing a live this morning to get to know the subscribers. So feel free to drop a comment. Let me know who you are, what kind of vehicles you have, if you like the channel. I'm going to be doing these more often, just to kind of get to know everybody. It's hard to do that just by people watching the video. And the reason I'm pointing the camera that way is for those that are just joining us. I'm literally outside this morning picking the picking the leaves out of the Fiero engine cover. I did a video on this a couple of weeks ago, and this one was a nightmare. So pretty much got them all. Got to clean it some. It's set outside, but yeah, that one's got all the leaves off of it. That only took, what, 30 minutes? There. Anyway, so like I said, we have two people with us now. I'm going to be doing these little chats probably, I don't know, once a week or so, just to get to know everybody. And again, I apologize for putting you guys in the sun. I can kind of put it that way so you can just kind of see down in the pasture. But that's I figured that's what I'll do as I'm out here working on stuff in the front yard. I'll just do lives because, like I said, the shop does not have internet. It's too far away from the house. So now we have four people with us. Let's see here, Lori. Can you make it? You know, that would be a good idea, but with a car cover. Which most people have for these. You know, I did that video here, was it yesterday or day before? Because the problem with the Fieros is the antenna. It's got that 80s antenna that sticks up 3 feet. And, you know, if you put a car cover on it, that damages that antenna. And finding a factory one would be, there's the horses down there playing. I'll point it down there in a minute. Would be a booger. So that's actually the reason I did that video. So you can easily and quickly remove your antenna and just put a regular car cover over the entire car. You know, for one that's set out, you could literally put just garbage bags over them or something like that. For a car that's set out in the weather, that would be no problem. But I finally got this one clean. It took forever, but finally got it clean. But yeah, that's the reason I actually did that video. I'll just kind of point the camera that way because the sun's coming up. That's the reason I did that video, because with that antenna off, you can just use a regular car cover and it covers the entire car. And a lot of people have problems with those antennas. I got all kind of messages and comments on that. People having to pull it out through the fender and just all kind of crazy stuff. So that literally was the purpose of the antenna video. But to answer your question, yeah, you could just put like a bag or something over these if your car sets out, because literally it took me 30 minutes to pull all these. Actually, it took me 15 minutes because I started that when I started the live chat, and I'm going on 15 and a half minutes now. So yeah, it took me 15 minutes to pull them out. But yeah, you could just put like a garbage bag, open it up. These things hinge. They've got little things here that hold them down at the back, and they hinge to the front. There's the hinge point there, and there they pivot up. I missed a leaf. And you could just wrap it in a garbage bag and put it back down, and I think that would work out just fine for the person that didn't have a cover. But these things, oh my goodness, and you don't want to remove this metal grate because that prevents engine fires. The grate is literally what keeps the leaves from getting to the motor. And if you take that out, which I covered in that video, now you got problems, because now if you pull this grate off, all you gotta do is pop these little tips off, and then you have the metal louvers, and it looks cool, and you still get airflow, but the leaves go right through it, and now you have an engine fire. So that is the reason that it has these. It's literally a leaf trap. That is what that's for, to prevent the leaves from getting in your Fiero engine bay. And it does a great job of catching all the leaves that I just spent 15 minutes pulling out. So, and I have to go, I got to do the other one. I'm going to put this one in the shop. I got to go do the other one. So welcome to the four people that are currently live with us. Just doing a chat with everybody that joins us live today. So if you're live with us, drop a comment. I'd like to get to know who you are and what kind of vehicles you have. That's the whole purpose of a live chat. And we'll wrap it up here in about another 4 or 5 minutes. We'll be at the 20-minute mark. But I like to do this multiple times a week. If people have questions, or when I'm out working on stuff like with this, with the Fiero engine guard, pulling the little leaves out. And if you have one of these, you know that little rubber sticky stuff, I mean, it just literally stuck to my tweezers. God, that stuff's nasty. Don't let that touch anything. It will contaminate it. You'll never get it out of your clothes. That's why I've got it up here. It'll ruin my jeans. Don't let that rubber seal touch anything when you pull this off of your Fiero. It will be a nightmare. But anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up here in just a minute. If anybody else has any questions, I'll be happy to answer them. We've had pretty good viewership for my very first live here. That's a good thing. I'll be doing more and more of these as I work on different things. And once the shop gets cleaned up and the shop has internet, I'll start doing the lives inside the shop. But I have to run the cabling out there to that. But if I can work on something out here in the yard like I'm doing with the Fiero engine cover, then I'll just do them out here. But the sun is not cooperating. Boy, it's coming up over the mountain this morning. My goodness. It's, okay. Yeah, thank you, Adam. Okay, I see that. Like I said, probably going to go ahead and just wrap everything up here. This was my very first live video, going on about 20 minutes. And today's video was getting the leaves out of the Fiero engine bay. Had a lot of comments, had a lot of people. Yes, Adam, we actually have 12 horses. We have 5 in this pasture, and then we have 2 in another pasture and 5 in another pasture. So we have a total of 12. They occupy the vast majority of the property here. My backyard is actually a mountain, and this is, I'm just going to do a pan around here. This is my front yard, part of it, and the other part goes over there. But this is my front yard here. And like I said, some of the horses live right down there, and then the other ones live on the other side of the property over there. So yeah, we have 12. If you're not familiar with horses, they're just like jet aircraft. They just turn money into manure, where jets turn money into noise. But they're very good at it. They burn through money like jets burn through fuel. Oh goodness, I appreciate the question. Thank you so much. Well, we're knocking on the 20-minute mark here, which I think is great for my very first live. I hope everybody enjoyed it. Adam, I appreciate you subscribing and liking. Thank you so much. And if you have car friends that you think would enjoy the channel, feel free to send it to them. I just hit, like I said, since we have some new folks watching, I'm just going to point it down to the horses here. Just hit a little over 200 subscribers yesterday. I think I'm at 205, 206 when I checked this morning. So, any new subscribers helps. Being a new small YouTube channel, that goes a long way with that YouTube algorithm that I will admit I don't understand. So, Lori, thanks for joining us. Adam, thanks for joining us. I appreciate it. Going to go ahead and wrap it up here. And I hope everybody has a great day. Like I said, the NSX is supposed to be here in town today. And if it is, I may do a live walk around with it. I know I'm going to do a video, and some of the other upcoming videos on the NSX are an in-depth walk-around tour, opening everything on it, showing all the viewers. And then I'm going to do a video on the build sheet and go down to each item that was put on it, that Science of Speed did, kind of go into what it does. So that's going to be a fun video. But when it gets here, if I have the room and there's not enough background noise, or if there's, if it's quiet where it's at, it's going to be in the detail shop. I should be able to do a live. So we'll see. All right, so I'm going to wrap it up. I really appreciate you joining us today. Keep an eye on the channel today for the NSX video. Not sure when I'm going to post it. Just depends on when it gets here and when I can get over there. So, as always, thanks for joining us, and have an absolutely great day.